Good Monday morning. Welcome to net number 1218 on the 18th of May. This is N2BH, Bill in Palmyra, New York. I'll be doing the first hour along with Mark, KE2EDS on log. And second hour, we'll turn it over to Jeff, KE0GKF along with Mark. Let's see, a couple quick announcements here. Tuesday night, 8 o'clock, TechNet. Wednesday night, 8 o'clock, Alpha Mike night. Thursday morning, 10 a.m., 20 meter net, 14.317. And Thursday night, 8 o'clock in Zoom room is Ask an Elmer. We have quite a list of text check-ins already. We'll acknowledge those, and then we'll take some mobile check-ins. We have Elijah, KI5WPX, Randall, K8UFM, Lou, KA4EPS, Paul, KG4GOQ, Ed, K4POI, Joe, M3SQR, Bob, KA4RAK, Zachary, KI6KQO, Mike, KB2UDB, Gary, K4HBT, Wayne, KC2NJV, Joe, KQ4YYN, Charles, KD2YUI, Ray, M3DQD, Charlie, NA2B, Mark, N0CKV, Joe, Doug, KM4WZD, Duck, KK4DUK, Greg, VA3GLJ, Chuck, W3CVE, Greg, KB3EYR, Thomas, W9LT, Josue, KX9BBY, Jason, KD9MGW, Craig, KM4 or K4MMX, Roy, KA8BYU, and Anna, KD3AJN. Let's take some mobiles, call signs twice.
November 3, Mike Papa Lima, Echo, November 3, 5 Papa Lima, Adjusting Mobile, and 3 MPE. Whiskey 5 Kilo Alpha Lima, Whiskey 5 Kilo Alpha Lima Mobile, good morning. November 5 Charlie Hotel Bravo, November 5 Charlie Hotel Bravo. N2VLK Mobile, N2VLK Mobile. KJ5 MLZ, Kilo Juliet 5 Mike Lima Zulu Mobile. Kilo Oscar 4.
The last station, could you give us that call sign again, please?
KO4EAF, KO4EAF.
Thank you, Leonard. We got you on the list. We have Ezra, KJ5MLZ, Jeff, N2VLK, Chuck, N5CHB, Ken, W5KAL, Sam, N3MPE, and James, W5PL. If you're mobile and we miss you, come with the call sign twice.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Quebec Foxtrot. Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Quebec Foxtrot. Mobile in and out. KE2FLO, KE2FLO, mobile in and out. Good morning.
Okay, we'll acknowledge Mike, KE2FLO, and Robert, KF8EQF. Both in and out. You guys have a great day. Thanks for checking in. We'll go up to James, W5PL. Today's question, have you ever been to a museum?
Well, good morning, Bill and Mark. Thank y'all for running the net this morning, and good morning, Brew Crew. This is Whiskey 5 Papa Lima Mobile. James in Spring, mobile in Houston for work today. Got a warm day on tap. We are easing into summer. At least we haven't hit the hot days yet. To the question at hand, yeah, I've been to a museum. In fact, we've got membership to the Houston Museum of Natural Science. And I think I need to go down there. Hadn't been down there in a few months. It's always a good time. With that, I'll say 7-3, hand it back to Ned. Everybody have a blessed day and stay safe out there. This is Whiskey 5, Papa Lima, mobile. Will be monitored.
Very good, James. Thanks for checking in. Hope you have a good day. And yeah, we're going to get a taste of summer. A couple days in the 90s, and now we're going back down to 60. Have a great day. Sam, N3MPE. Good morning.
Bill and Mark. Yeah. Born and raised in Washington, D.C. And, of course, all the museums there, the Space Museum, National Museum, and National Museum of History and all that. Yeah, it was a big deal when I was a kid. A big deal. But it got old after you went about 5 or 6 times. Anyway, I wish everybody a grand day. It's N3MPE, Pflugerville, Texas. Good night.
Well, thank you, Sam. Hope your Monday goes well and appreciate you checking in. Ken, W5KAL.
Well, good morning, Ned, and all the brew crew out there. Yes, I have been to a museum. Last one was a wildlife museum in Bandera, Texas, a couple, 3 years ago. That was pretty interesting. Well, I won't belabor it. You guys have a blessed day, safe travels if you're mobiling, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow. W5KAL, back to net.
Well, thank you, Ken. Hope you enjoy your day and appreciate you stopping by. Chuck, N5CHB.
Morning, Brew Crew. Happy Friday. Happy Monday. We begin our climb to Friday. Got a little ahead of myself there. The answer for us is yes. We are museum nerds. Hope everyone has a good week. N5CHB.
Well, thank you, Chuck. Enjoy your day and appreciate you checking in. Jeff, N2VLK.
Good morning, everybody. I hope you all have a good day today. Nice morning here at Chautauqua Lake. And to answer your question, yes, I have been to a few different museums. And with that, I'll turn it back to you. I'll say 7-3 and 2 VLK Mobile.
Very good, Jeff. Thank you, and hope you have a good day, and nice to see you're on Scott's Repeater. Ezra, KJ5MLZ.
KJ5MLZ. Good morning, Bill, the rest of the crew. Yeah, I've been to a few museums over on the Mississippi Gulf Coast, and definitely trying to get to this one over here in downtown New Orleans, National D-Day Museum. Definitely going to try to get to that one before the end of this year. Hope everyone have a great day. This is KJ5MLZ. Clear.
Very good, Ezra. Hope you make it, and enjoy your Monday. Leonard, KO4EAS.
Morning, Brew Crew and Annette. We've actually gone to a lot of museums. Whenever we go anywhere new, we usually try to check out a museum or two. They're a lot of fun. Sometimes they're a waste of time, too. But anyway, have a great day. KO4EAS.
Very good, Leonard. You know, at least there's a variety out there. There's a museum for just about everything. Have a great day. Let's see, we have some more text check-ins. We have Charles, KR4AEG, Clark, KK7DY, Doug, KB2BON, and Elmer, KB5NJU, who's usually mobile. Good morning, Elmer.
Good morning, all. Happy Monday. This is KB5NJU. Yeah, I go to museum, sorry. Got meetings on the brain. I'm getting ready for work. But we're members of the Henry Ford Museum here in Metro Detroit, so we go there a few times a year. It's pretty interesting, and they shuffle things around enough to keep it new. Have a great day, all. 7-3 KB5NJU, back to net.
Very good, Elmer. That sounds pretty interesting, and hope you have a great day and appreciate checking in. Let's go up the top of the list. We'll run some of these, and then we'll take some general check-ins. Let's go to Elijah, KI5WPX. Good morning. KI5WPX, Elijah, you with us? Nothing heard. Let's go to Randall, K8UFM. Good morning.
Good morning, Bill, Mark, and Jeff, and the rest of the brew crew. Yes, the last one I was recently at was the Museum of American Magic, right here in Michigan. Great museum. But with that said, this is K8UFM, back to net control. Everyone have an outstanding Monday.
Oh, that sounds like a pretty cool one to visit. Have a good good day, Randall. I'm sure we'll catch you later today. Lou, KA4EPS.
Hey, good morning, Bill, and everyone else on the net, KA4EPS. Hey, Bill, before I forget, no one else has mentioned it yet. You got a little bit of an AC hum going on this morning, just to make you aware of it. A power supply issue or something going on there. The answer to the question, yeah, several of them. The latest one I've been to, probably the best museum I've ever been to, is a military museum of history in Colorado Springs called Dragon Man. So I don't know if anyone's ever heard of it, but definitely a bucket list item to check out. You'll learn more about history than you ever have in your entire life attending that event. So that's it, Bill. Have a good day. Thanks for taking the net. This is KA4EPS in Lake Worth Beach, Florida.
Oh, thank you, Lou. I hear it is on the receive end. I'm not sure what's going on. Nothing's changed here, but sometimes conditions, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I did a motorcycle trip in 2018. Stopped in Oklahoma City, visited a military museum for the unit my father was in, and very interesting. Learned a lot. Have a great day. Paul, KG4GOQ.
Good morning, Bill, and good morning to the Morning Brew crew. Yes, I have been to a few museums in my life, different places. Back to the net. This is KG4GOQ in Palm Springs, Florida.
Very good, Paul. Thanks for checking in. Hope you have a great day. Ed, K4POI.
Good, Bill and the brew crew. Yeah, I've hit several. We used to travel to Europe quite extensively, and we've hit them in both the European countries. We've hit several in the United States. And, no, I find it one of the more interesting things you can do, especially with travel. Okay, K4POI, back to the net.
Very good, Ed. Hope you have a great day and appreciate checking in. This is N2BH. Let's go to Joe, N3SQR.
Bill, Jeff, and Mark, and the rest of the brew crew. The first museum I've ever gone to was the Franklin Institute in Philadelphia. but my most recent trip was the Kennedy Space Center, where you get to see a Saturn V moon rocket, a lunar module, and the Space Shuttle Discovery all in one place. So have a good day, everyone on the crew, and we'll talk to you tomorrow, Lord willing. M3SQR, back to net control.
Very good, Joe. Hope you have a good day yourself and appreciate checking in. Bob, KA4RAK.
Hi, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, I used to live in Europe, and we got some really good museums over there, so pretty fascinating. I hope everybody has a great week, and thanks for having me. KA4RAK.
Well, we appreciate you joining us, Bob, and hope you have a great Monday. Zachary, KI6KQO.
Good morning, Bill, and everyone on the Brew crew here. Yes, I have been to a museum, and I think the very first one I went to was in my hometown called the McHenry Mansion Museum. So learned a lot. Anyway, back to you, Bill. 7-3 to the group. Everyone have a blessed day. KI6KQO.
Well, thank you, Zachary. Hope you have a good day as well. Mike, KB2UDB. Good morning.
Good morning, Bill, Mark, and Jeff, and everybody else listening on the net. I've been to several, and I still go to them now as I get older. They catch my interest. I like to go on and see them and see what they have. There's different types of museums. I've gone to Rochester, I've gone to Canada, I've gone to the wax museums there, and other states and places. So, like I said, I try to get out there and see what's the different museums. So the answer is yes, and thanks for picking me up this morning. We'll talk to you guys later. I'm on my way off to the hospital. So 7-3 and KB2 you to be back to that.
Yeah, very good, Mike. Good to see you in the Zoom room, and hope you have a good day. Thanks for joining us. Gary, K4HBT.
Good morning, Bill, Mark, everyone on the Brew crew. Yes, I've been to quite a few of them when I was living up north. Of course, I spent quite a bit of time in the museums in Detroit and Chicago. Now that I live in Florida, I went to the Kennedy Space Center. I like museums. I've been to quite a few of them throughout the United States. This is K4HPT, back to net control.
Yeah, very good, Gary. Hope you have a great Monday, and thank you for joining us. Wayne, KC2NJV.
Good morning, Bill and the rest of the crew, KC2NJV. I'm a big museum person. I've been to, obviously, all the major museums in New York City and a good share of the minor ones. And I've been in museums all over the country and the world. Probably one of the most spectacular ones was the Winter Palace in St. Petersburg, the British Museum, and the Cairo Museum was unbelievable. Have a great day.
Well, thank you, Wayne. Hope you have a good day yourself. Excuse me. And sounds quite interesting. We have a really great museum just a little bit south of me here, the Antique Wireless Association, and they have everything. They have a replica of the Titanic radio room. They have military section, Voice of America, just a lot of great stuff. They have a working ham shack. It's pretty cool. Joe, KQ4YYN.
Morning, Bill. Good morning, Mark. Hope everybody's having a great day. If you're not having a great day, I hope you do have a great day. The last museum I went to was the USS Alabama in Mobile. And actually, they were doing the POTA from the radio room, and they actually opened the door and they were in the radio room. And they were making TV shows. So I thought that's pretty cool. That's the highlight of my short answer. That's even better than working the radio station at the ARRL. I encourage everyone to get out and do a photo. If you don't have a rig, find somebody's got one and go with them. Buy more. Ask them about the radio. Anyway, Bill, we'd like to find out more about you and your museum out in Oklahoma. You get time after the day. KT4 while we get back to the show.
Very good, Joe. Appreciate you checking in, and hope you have a great day. Charles, KD2YUI.
Yeah, good morning, Bill. Everybody else listening on the brew. Yeah, put me in the yes column. I don't think there has been a no. A couple of memorable museums, the Air and Space Museum in D.C. I spent pretty much the whole day there. Locally, we have the most. Museum of Science and Technology has a working ham shack in that as well. 73, back to net control KD2, YUI.
Very good, Charles. Hope you have a great day and appreciate you checking in. We'll take a couple more text check-ins, and then we'll do take some general check-ins and run them all together. Let's go to Ray, N3DQD.
Good morning, Bill, Mark, Jeff, everyone else in there this morning. This is N3DQD. Yes, I've been to quite a few museums. Back to net, N3DQD.
Very good, Ray. Hope you have a great day. Charlie, NA2B, good morning.
Good morning, Bill, and everybody on the net. 39 Tampa Bay, 72 this morning. Finally got a little bit of rain yesterday evening, which we much needed. Response to the question, yes, over the years when we had our motorhome, we hit the Smithsonian and a lot of the other museums, but I think the most memorable one, Bill, is one that you would probably enjoy was we were in Maggie Valley and went through the Wheels Through Time and actually went and walked around with Dale Wolfsker a couple years before he died, and he spent like an hour with us walking around and showing us the different machines, give us the entire history on it, and he actually started a couple of them up because everything in there at that time would run. Anyway, thanks for what you do, N2BH, and we'll be back to that.
Yeah, that's very cool, Charlie. Nice that he takes time out to do that, and glad you enjoyed it, and hope you have a great day. Thanks for checking in. All right, let's go down. We'll acknowledge some more text check-ins. I'm not sure where left off. We have Mike, NAHLN, Vince, KR4EMM, Richard, N4RSM, Bill, KI5PMI, and Shane, KA5GSS. Let's take some general check-ins. Call signs twice.
November 0, Quebec 4, Uniform X-Ray, Juliet.
Uniform
Kilo, Quebec 4, Uniform X-Ray, Juliet.
WH, WHK,
Kilo, Juliet 5,
WHK.
call for Uniform Yankee. Kilo, Juliet 5, Uniform Yankee. Harvey, mobile.
W5, GHR, Whiskey 5, Golf Hotel Romeo, mobile. Whiskey Papa 3, Papa Foxtrot, Whiskey Papa 3, Papa Foxtrot, in and out.
Victor Alpha 3, Kilo Tango Juliet, VA3, KTK.
KR4 Richard.
November 4, Romeo Hotel Echo. November 4, Romeo Hotel Echo.
KR4 HPQ, Kilo Romeo 4 Hotel Bravo Quebec, in and out.
Y, XX.
Victor Alpha 3, Yankee Bravo Sierra. Victor Alpha 3, Yankee Bravo Sierra.
All right, let's hold up there. We'll acknowledge this list. I think we might have missed one or two at the beginning there. From the bottom up, we have Bill, VA3YBS, Frank, KD9YXX. We have Neil, is in and out, KR4HBQ. Thank you for stopping by. We have Roger, N4RAT, Jinzik, VA3KTJ. Juan, WP3PF, was in and out. Thank you for stopping by. Tim, VE3TGN. Brian in the mobile, W5GHR. Guy in the mobile, KJ5GY. Bill, W8WHK. And KJ, KQ4UXJ. If you tried to check in and we missed you, come with the call sign twice.
November 0, Lima, Uniform Victor. November 0, Lima, Uniform Delta. In and out.
IML, Kilo Juliet 5, Mike Echo Lima, Jose, Austin, Texas, in and out.
Kilo Delta 8. Kilo Frank in Ohio. In and out.
Mike 7 with Yankee Whiskey. Mike 7 with Yankee Whiskey.
Okay, let's hold up here a minute. At the last station from England, M7, could you give us your call sign again?
Mike 7 Whiskey. Yankee Whiskey. Whiskey. Yankee Whiskey.
Okay, Adam, we got you. Mike 7 WYW. We have Frank, KD8 JKK. Jose, KJ5MEL, was in and out. We had a station with an LD. We had a double there. We had a station with an LD. Could you give us your call sign? Okay, we had a station with a N0LU or something like that. Could you give us your call sign?
November 0, Lima, Uniform Victor. November 0, Lima, Uniform Victor, mobile.
Well, thank you, David. We'll get right back to you. We have Bill, VA3YBS, Frank, KD9YXX, Neil, KR4HBQ, is in and out. Thank you for stopping by. I think I acknowledge everybody else. Let's go to our mobiles. This is N2BH, along with Mark, KU2EDS, and the question of the day is, have you ever been to a museum? Let's go to Guy, KJ5GUI.
Good morning, Brew Crew. This is KJ5, Golf Uniform Yankee. Yes, I have been to the museum. The last one we went to was great. It was in Pensacola, Florida. It was the U.S. Navy Aviation History Museum. On board the NAS there. It was fantastic. Even got to walk on an actual wooden World War II aircraft carrier flight deck. It was awesome. KJ5, Golf Uniform Yankee. Back to you next control. Ladies and gentlemen, relay one more time.
Very good, Guy. That's quite interesting. Have a great day. Thanks for checking in. Brian, W5GHR.
Good morning, Brew Crew. Yes, I have been to a museum. I go to museums all the time, actively seek them out whenever I'm traveling. My favorite museum is the Ubahazi extension of the aerospace. That is basically huge hangars full of airplanes, about every airplane, any flying device you can imagine. And I know I'll become a docent of a museum once I return from my real-time job and have the time. And so, back to you, Net Control. Talk to you all next time, W5GHR.
Very good, Brian. Hope you have a great Monday. Appreciate you checking in. David, N0LUV.
Good morning, sir. Good morning to the Brew Crew. I love museums, and I'm going to say my favorite so far was the British Museum. I planned to spend 2 days there, and it just wasn't enough. So, anyway, I hope everybody has a great week. 7-3.
Oh, thank you, David. Hope you do the same, and appreciate you stopping by. Let's go up to KJ, KQ4UXJ. Have you ever been to a museum?
Good morning, Bill and the Brew Crew. This is KJ here in Charlotte. We're at 66, going for a high of 91 today. And yes, to answer the question, the last museum city was pretty unique. It was probably difficult to take. Furniture, arts, and stuff like that. So it was pretty fun. Different cities. Control.
Very good, KJ. You got a little digital on us there and dropped out a couple times, but we got your answer, and hope you have a great day. Thanks for checking in. Bill, W8WHK, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. It's 72 degrees here. Sun is shining. Beautiful. Yeah, when we lived in Cleveland, well, we have a bunch of museums up there. Remember when I was a kid, we went to see the art museum, and then we had a history museum, with the dinosaur bones and stuff. That was pretty cool. But my favorite up there was the NASA Glenn Visitor Center over by Hopkins Airport. It's one of the 11 that are available to see throughout the country, and pretty cool. I mean, they had a lunar man, just the space stuff. And then down here in Cape Coral, we have a museum of military history, and that's pretty cool. But my favorites are the Edison and Ford museums over near downtown Fort Myers, and got to see the way the rich live back then. They were like the original famous snowbirds, because they would only come down during the wintertime. So that was cool too. And always get a chance to see a museum, we stop and go look around. So, okay, back to you. Everybody have a great week. This is W8WHK, back to Net Control.
Very good, Bill. Yeah, you never know what you're going to find inside some of the museums, and sounds quite interesting. Hope you have a great day. Tim, VE3TGN, good morning.
Yeah, Net Controller there, the logger there. Well, I've been up there at the Great Bruce area, Bruce County. I visit Billy Bishop Museum there. There's the old war ace that shot down about 56 airplanes during World War II. So definitely I have been to a museum and his uniform and all the different things that he owned was there at the museum there in Owen Sound, Ontario. Good morning, Bill, Vicky, and everyone on the net. For today's question, yes. My family went to a museum all the time, especially when my kids were younger. Well, have a great day, everyone. And this is VA3 KTJ back to net control.
Well, thank you, Jenzik. Hope you have a good day as well, and appreciate you checking in. Roger, heading for RAG.
Good morning, Bill and Mark. You have asked a question that will result in 100% yes answers. As for me, yes, all over the planet. There's a South Florida, we have the Coast Railroad Museum, where I sat in the Fan Michelin, also called U.S. Car Number 1, that served as a presidential rail car from 1943 to 58. It weighs 285,000 pounds still. Biggest railroad car in the USA. November 4, Roger Ham enthusiast, returned at net.
Very good, Roger. That sounds interesting. And some mornings we kind of struggle to come up with a question, and it's just not even about the answers. If we get 100% yes, that's fine. Have a great day. Appreciate you checking in. I would acknowledge some more text check-ins. We have Al, KABAC, Bob, KC2JZE, and Bob, KQAU. Let's go back up to the top of the list of text check-ins. Mark, N0CKV. Have you ever been to a museum?
Morning, Bill, Mark, Jeff, the rest of the brew crew, everybody else on the net. Yes, I've been to several museums. Everybody have a great Monday and a great week. And 0CKV back to net control.
Oh, thank you, Mark. You do the same, and appreciate you stopping by. Joe, KM4WZD.
Good morning, Bill. Good morning, Mark. Good morning to the crew. Yeah, I've been to quite a few car museums, a lot of airplane museums, something I'm very interested in. Natural history museums. The most unique one, though, was over in Switzerland. It was the Museum of Pipe Organs. That was kind of different, kind of enjoyable. Hey, everybody, take care. Happy Monday. It's KM4WZD. Back to net.
Very good, Joe. Yeah, there's one here I've got to stop at. I keep saying that. We go by on the motorcycles a lot. The Curtis Wright Museum, airplanes, motorcycles, and they have a great big airplane out in the front of the place, and just haven't stopped. I got to do that. Have a great day, Joe. Duck, KK4DUK.
This is KK4DUK, Duck out of Lake City, Florida. Good morning, Bill, Jeff, as well as Mark. I go along with everyone else. Yes, sir. I have been to several museums, although the last time was probably 10 or so years ago, so I do need to get back. This is KK4DUK, turning it back over to Net Control 73.
Yeah, very good, Duck. Hope you have a great day, and appreciate you checking in with us. Greg, VA3GLJ.
Well, good morning, Bill, and good morning to the brew crew. Currently 46 degrees Fahrenheit or 8 degrees Celsius. An answer to a question, like everybody else, that's a big yes. Got an interesting one in the Sudbury area here, north, very interesting museum. Everybody have a great Monday and happy Victoria Day to all my fellow Canadians at 73, VA3GLJ.
Oh, thank you, Greg. Hope you have a good day as well, and thanks for joining us. Chuck, W3CVE.
Morning, Bill, Mark, and everybody on the brew there. Put me down for a yes there. Really enjoy the ones out there in Gettysburg. With that, have a great day. W3CVE.
Oh, I can imagine there's a lot of good ones down there in that area. Have a great day, Chuck. Appreciate you joining us. Greg, KB3EYR.
Good morning, Bill, Jeff, Mark, everybody on the Brew Crew this morning. This is KB3EYR, and affirmative to the question. I always like to find a museum if I'm out of town or traveling somewhere. And also spend a little time volunteering at the Mid-Atlantic Air Museum just up the road here in Reading, Pennsylvania. Have a great day. Back to Net Control.
Very good, Greg. Hope you have a great day and appreciate you joining us. And switch radios here, see if the hum goes away. Thomas, W9LT, good morning.
Good morning to you and to the net. This is Tom, W9LT in Palm Harbor, Florida. Yes, I've been to a museum. One that recently comes to mind was the Marconi Museum on the Gaspé Peninsula up in Quebec. I understand there's a number of Marconi museums back in the day where they were experimenting with radio at lighthouse locations. Some fascinating museums up there on the eastern seaboard. Have a great day. Back to net, W9LT.
Well, thank you, Tom. Hope you have a good day as well. Hose away, KX9BBY. Good morning.
Bill and the rest of the Brew Crew. Yes, I've been in quite a few museums. The first one was a local museum here in the city dedicated to the Mexico Revolution. But then I have a daughter that is she's actually an anthropologist now, and she used to drive to museums all over when we were on vacation. I think last one that I visited was in Houston. I think it was the Natural Science Museum. It has always been the Field Museum in Chicago. Back to you, Bill.
Very good, Josue. They have a nice one in Rochester, too. Museum of Science and Play. They add some of the old toys and games every year. It's quite interesting. This N2BH, Bill in Palmyra, New York, along with Mark, KU2EDS. Question of the day is, have you ever been to a museum? Jason, KD9MGW, good morning. KD9MGW, Jason, you still with us? Yeah, nothing heard. Let's go to Craig, K4MMX. Good morning. K4MMX. Craig, you with us? Yeah, let's go to Roy, K8BYU. Good morning. K8BYU. Roy, you with us? Well, I know Anna's with us. KD3AJN. Good morning.
Good morning, Bill, and everyone else in there this morning. Happy Monday. Yes, I have been to a museum. Have a great day. KD3AJN.
Well, thank you, Anna. Hope you have a good day as well. Appreciate you joining us. Charles, KR4AEG.
Good morning, Bill, Mark, everybody on the crew. Yes, I've been to a museum. We've got a nature museum close to me. Been a long time, but need to get back there. KL4 AEG, back to net control.
Very good, Charles. Hope you have a great day. Appreciate you joining us. Clark, K7DY, good morning. KK7DY, Clark, good morning.
Good morning, Bill, Mark, and the rest of the Brew Crew. Yes, I have been to a museum. Back to net control, KK7DY.
Yeah, very good, Clark. Hope you have a great day. Thanks for joining us. Doug, KB2ON.
Good morning, Bill. Everybody on the net. Yes, I have. I've been to many. Quite a few years ago, I went to all the ones in Washington, D.C. I think my favorite there was the Museum. Then a couple years ago, I did all of Route 66 from St. Louis all the way out to Arizona. And quite a few there. And then locally, there's a lot that are my favorites. You mentioned the Glen Curtis. That's not too far from me. And also the Corning Museum of Glass. So over my years, I've been to many. AB2B1, everybody have a great day.
Very good, Doug. Yeah, there are quite a few around here, and they're all quite interesting. Hope you have a great day. Thanks for joining us. Mike, N8HLN.
Morning, Bill, Mark, everyone. Happy Monday. Yes, I've been to several museums over the years. Most recently, the Dawson Great Lakes Museum, which is located Belle Isle State Park here in the Detroit River. So that's fascinating for an old boat nerd like me. So everyone have a great week. N8HLN.
Oh, thank you, Mike. Hope you have a good week as well. Excuse me, sinuses this morning, boy. Vince, KR4EMM.
Morning, Bill. Everybody on the net. Yes, Bill, I've been on several museums in U.S. and in Europe, and really enjoy it. KR4EMM, back, Bill.
Very good, Vince. Have a great day. Richard, N4RSM. N4RSM, Richard. Yeah, let's go to Bill, KF5PMI. Good morning.
Good morning, Bill. Everybody on the brew. Yes, been to the museum and really like them. Hope everybody has a great day. KI5BMI. Back to net.
Well, thank you, Bill. Hope you enjoy your Monday, and thanks for checking in. Shane, KA5GSS. That was you, Shane. We didn't get any audio at all, just a lot of static. If you want to try it again. you're not making it through. If you want to try again in a little bit, we'll give it another shot. Hope you have a great day. Frank, KD9YXX.
Good morning, Brew Crew. Absolutely love museums. I got several close to me. Indiana Museum, my favorite. The Field Museum in Chicago are my favorites. Back to Neck Control. Why?
Very good, Frank. Hope you have a great Monday. Bill, VA3YBS.
Bill and Mark and everybody on the net. Yes, we've been to lots of museums. A couple of note is the Titanic Museum in Belfast, Ireland, built on the site where they actually built the Titanic. And closer to home, we have the Canadian Warplane Heritage Museum in Mount Hope, about a 30-minute drive from here. And they actually have a call sign, VA3CWM, and I have a QSL card from them. Anyway, good question this morning. Thanks for doing the net, Bill. This is VA3YBS.
Well, thank you, Bill. That sounds like quite an interesting museum to visit. And yeah, Jeff kind of came up with that one. Just asked what national day it was and came up museums and say some mornings we kind of struggle. So if we get 100% yes, that's fine with us. Have a great day. Adam, M7WYW. Looks like you're new to the system. Welcome.
Good morning, Brew Crew. This is M7WYW coming to you from Manchester, England. I'd have to say, yes, I have been to a museum. Notably, it was the first museum that I visited when moving here about 3 years ago was the Manchester Science and Industry Museum, where they have a display of the first computer to hold a electrically stored program. So it just stores its own program on board itself. So I'll say 73, back to net, and thanks for picking me up.
Very good, Adam. Glad you found us and joined us. Looks like you have a good email on QRZ. You'll receive a welcome letter from us. And if you check out eastcoastreflector.com, that's a website, and a lot of good information there, and list all our different nets, and hope you become a regular. This N2BH, long to Mark, KE2EDS on the log. Let's go to Frank, KD8JKK. KD8JKK, Frank, you still with us? Nothing heard. Let's go to one of our hosts, Al, K8BAC. Good morning.
Good morning, Bill, Mark, everybody on the Brew Crew. Simple answer, yes. Many, many museums. One of my favorite things to do. Everybody have a great day. See you back here in the morning. KABAC.
Very good, Al. Hope your day goes well. Bob, KC2JZE.
Good morning to all of that. Yes, been to several museums over the years. Funny you brought up the Curtis Wright Museum. My father worked there at Curtis Wright in Buffalo before he went in the Navy in World War II. Back to net, KC2JZ. Have a great day.
That's quite interesting, Bob. Hope you have a great day. Thanks for joining us. Bob, KQ8U. Good morning.
Morning, Bill, Mark, and the rest of the crew. When I was traveling around the country, I used to like, visiting the museums I come across, the Vicksburg Museum in Mississippi, and I like the Wright Air Force Base Museum, which I still haven't seen the whole place yet. The other side of the field, they had the hangar with the presidential planes. They had the bulk over there. I haven't seen that one yet. And, of course, it's always the mainstay here in Detroit, the Henry Ford Museum. They're all great. I try to get out much I can. Everybody have a great day. KQ8U, back in that.
Very good, Bob, being a car guy, but that one's really interesting to you, and hope you have a great day. Thanks for joining us. We'll acknowledge some more text check-ins. We'll run what we can, and the rest we'll turn over to Jeff. We have Greg, KJ5LJJ, Chris, AB4KK, Rick, N5GI, Bob, W3ICQ, Shane, KA5GSS, Jeff, KE8SMN, Rod, WD8KOB, Jake, KD9GW, Scott, KY4NB, Ken, WQ9V, Kevin, K2IV, and we'll start with the Godfather, WB2JPQ. Good morning.
Good morning, Bill, Mark, Al. Oh yeah, most certainly. I love museums, supporting member of the Buffalo Museum of Science. But he had forgotten about the Corning. The gentleman that mentioned Corning, that's a night trip. Haven't been down there for many, many years. Have a good day, everybody. This is WB2JPQ.
Yeah, I don't think I've been to that one since I was a kid on a school trip. Time to get back down there again. Have a good day. I'm sure we'll catch you a little later. Kevin, K2IV, good morning.
There it goes. Something was hanging up my note. Good morning, Bill, Mark, everybody on the Brew Crew. Yes, love museums. We've done the Louvre, d'Orsay, in Paris, France. And my wife even tolerates me taking her to aviation museums like Wright Pat in Dayton, Ohio. And one of my favorites, Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. And a final one for you, the Museum of Science and Technology here in Syracuse, which is our counterpart to the one in Rochester. Everybody have a good day. I'm on my way to Albany. Safe day, everyone. From K2IV Mobile. Be well.
Very good, Kevin. Yeah, Rutland Center is keying up. We might have to take them off. And yeah, very interesting. Safe travels and hope you have a great day. Ken, WQ9V.
Good morning to you and all those in the Brew Crew. This is Ken down in Brownsville, Texas, where it's 80 degrees right now, feeling like 87 out there at 7 a.m. Figure it out. Anyway, have I been to a museum? Been to several of them. The latest one that I have been to is going to be the Palo Alto battlefield down here. Big battle was fought down here, and anyway, I don't expound on this, but that's okay. Y'all take care and have a good day. Good night. Texas clear.
Well, thank you, Ken. Hope you have a good day as well. Thanks for checking in. Scott, KY4NB, good morning.
Well, good morning, Bill, and everybody on the Brew Crew. KY4NB here from Elvis Barbecue Land. Well, I'm sure there's a museum for barbecue, and then, of course, there's Graceland. And so, wondered about a ham radio museum, though. There's got to be one of those out there. Yes, we've been to museums, many of them over the years. Here, everybody. Thanks for doing the net, Bill. We appreciate it, and happy Monday to all. KY4NB, back to net.
Very good, Scott. Yeah, like I say, there's a Antique Wireless Association Museum just south of us here, and yeah, they have a working ham shack. They have old spark generators. They have all kinds of goodies in there. Have a great day. Appreciate you joining us. I'd like to thank everybody for joining me today. Time to turn it over to Jeff and Mark. Have a great day, everybody, and to BH. Well, thank you, Bill. Good morning, everyone. This is Jeff, KE0GKF. I'm located in Omaha, Nebraska. We did have storms last night, tornadoes whipping through the midsection of Nebraska here in the Panhandle, so it was quite an exciting evening. Yes, the question of the day comes from, I'll give her a call sign, ALEXA. My smart speaker. I asked her this morning, what national days are there? And she came up with, it is National Museum Day. So with her help, we came up with, have you ever been to a museum? Let's pick up the list right where we left off and go to Jason in Eugene, Oregon. Good morning, Jason. Looks like a recheck. KD9MGW. Good morning.
Thank you for the recheck. I heard my call down the hallway the first time, didn't quite make it back to the radio in time. Yes, I have been to a museum. My favorite would be, I forget the name, but it was somewhere I went with the Boy Scouts. They had the USS Columbia, and we actually got to sleep on board the submarine that day. I thought that was pretty cool. KD9MGW, back to net.
Wow, Jason, that sounds really neat to be able to sleep on a submarine. Have a good week ahead. Let's go to Rod, Madison, West Virginia, WDAKOB.
KOB. Well, good morning, Ned. Hope everyone's having a good old Monday morning. Anyway, my answer to the question is yes, I've been to quite a few museums. Hope you guys have a great day. Back to that, WDA KOB.
All righty, Rod. Have a good week. Thanks for stopping by. Jeff in Rochester Hills, Michigan, KE8SMN. Good morning.
Good morning, Jeff, everyone on the brew. This is Jeff, SMN. My answer is yes, and the one I think is so cool is the Barber Motorsports Museum in Birmingham, Alabama, the largest collection of motorcycles in the world. If you haven't been, put it on your list. It's pretty cool. KE8, SMN, back to net.
I would certainly be interested in that one. Let me make sure I'm not keying with someone. There we go. Jeff, I would be interested in that one as well. It involves motorbikes for sure. Have a good one. Let's go to Shane in League City, Texas, KA5, GSS. Good morning.
KA5, GSS. Sorry about the earlier check-in. Local repeaters, turn my node on. Yeah, I think I've been to several museums. You have to put me down for it yet. Hope everybody has a great day. KA5, GSS, Factor Net Control, 7-3, everybody.
All right. Yeah, you coming in good with the node there, Shane. Audio, I had to turn you up all the way. It's just a little bit quiet. But other than that, perfectly clear. Have a good morning. Let's go to Bob in Leesburg, Florida, W3ICQ. Good morning.
Good morning, Jeff. How are you this morning? Yeah, I've been to many museums, including the Louvre, the Boston Museum of Science, there's about 15 different computer type museums around the United States. So yeah, I think I've been to quite a few museums. Back to you, W3ICQ.
Well, we're at 100%, Bob. Have a good week. Yeah, we're at 100% yeses, I think, so far. Yeah, everybody's been to a museum. It's always good the story, so. Rick in the Villages, Florida, N5GI, good morning.
Good morning, Jeff, Mark, and everybody on the Brew Crew this fine Monday morning. It's beautiful, clear blue skies in the villages. Going to be another beautiful day. Yes, we've been to lots of museums, lots of historical sites. Enjoy it tremendously. Probably my favorite is the Minuteman Missile Site there in southern South Dakota in Custer, near Custer Park there. It was great. But being an Air Force vet, that's why I liked it. Anyway, N5GI, back to net.
Military history. Yes, a lot of war buffs out there too. My father was one. Have a good morning. It's in Folkson, Georgia. AB4KK, good morning.
Good morning to the brew. Oh, I love museums. I've actually had a big part in restoring things in museums. When I worked for Savannah Tech, we actually built a bunch of parts for the museum in Savannah, the Mighty 8 Museum, and restored the ball turret in the bottom of a B-17, and then the top gear that they use for getting lined up to the stars up in the top of that thing. I actually built that gear up there and restored that B-17, and it's at the Mighty 8 Museum in Savannah, Georgia. Then I got to go to the Leeds, the Barber Motorcycle Museum, which I rode a Harley Ultra Classic trike for years. And so that was really neat getting to go there. And we got to go in the basement where they actually repaired and rebuilt all the motorcycles and Formula One racers, and got to meet Mr. Barber and watch him take one of his cars around the track. Back to net, AB4KK.
There and your involvement with the museums there, Chris. Have a good morning. Greg in Purvis, Mississippi, KJ5LJJ.
Hey, good morning, Brew Crew. The answer to the question is yes, I visited a couple of museums. The Smithsonian, the San Antonio to the Bell, the Elm, History Museum in Buffalo, New York. None of them. But to the question, this is KJ5JJ, the unit control.
Greg, a couple things I might have mentioned before, 3 things there. You have your overmodulated, you got a 60-cycle hum, and you've got a what I call the Quan Shang Roger beat going on there. Have a good day. Ariel in Alachua, Florida, W4RHC, good morning.
Good morning, guys. This is Whiskey 4 Romeo 3rd Charlene, the mobile. Gainesville, Florida this morning. Beautiful day, 74 degrees this morning, but I'm sure it's going to be really hot. At least we got some rain yesterday. We need a lot more. Yes, of course, love museums. We have a few here in Gainesville, sponsored by the University of Florida. But the latest one that I went to was in Madrid, Spain, Prado Museum, which is very famous. It was almost 6 floors. Couldn't do it all in one day, but it was very interesting. So if you're ever in Spain, in Madrid, be sure you visit that museum. It's one of the best ones I have been so far. And I've been there one in New York as well, by Central Park. A good one as well. This is Whiskey 4 Romeo 3rd Charlie in the mobile. Gainesville, Florida. Good morning to
All right, Ariel, have a good one. I bet that was pretty amazing. 7 floors in Spain at that museum. Have a good one. Last on this list, and we'll be ready for another round of check-ins, is Mike, K7, VWP. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Yes, I have been to a museum. My favorite is the Museum of Science in Chicago. It's one of those places where you're doing a lot of stuff, interacting with the different areas, but you can't do it all in one day. So that would be my favorite, and yes, I have. K7BWP, back to net.
Alrighty, Mike. Thanks for all that, and have a great week ahead. My name is Jeff, KE0GK, up with Mark, helping me out on the log, KE2EDS. We're ready for another round of check-ins. If you can come in as orderly as possible for Mark, twice and slowly, please.
Whiskey 8, Bravo, Papa, Delta. W8BP.
Uniform, Victor, Quebec.
CJM, W2, CJM, in and out.
Tango, Bravo, Delta, C9 TBD, Mobile.
With Lima Hotel.
Delta 4, Kilo 4, Delta India Yankee. Delta 4, Kilo 4, Delta India Yankee.
Bravo 8, Papa Lima Victor, KB8, PLV, Chris.
Whiskey 8, Romeo Charlie Yankee. Whiskey 8, Romeo Charlie Yankee.
November 3, Mike Charlie 3, Mobile.
Kilo 1, Mike Charlie Oscar. K1 MCO, in and out.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Golf Oscar. Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Golf Oscar.
Whiskey 1, November
Sierra,
3,
Sierra.
Lima Tango
Whiskey
Hotel,
1, Sierra.
N3 LTH.
Oscar Zulu Golf. 5 OZG Mobile.
Okay, I'll grab it here. Looks like on the hub monitor I've got it. We have a few to clear up here. We had quite a few doublings there. N3LTH John. W1SS Michael. KF8 EGO Chris. K1MCO Jay, you were an IO this morning in Orlando. Hope you have a good week ahead. Vern, you're mobile, DA3 CRF, so you're going to be first. You're the mobile on this list. N3MDC. W8R, that's Michael, I'm sorry. W8RCY, Donald. KB8PLV, Chris. KK4 DIY, Gene. K9TBD, Joel. W2CJM, Charles. KC2 UVQ, Phil. W8BPD, Brian. Looks like we got most of them cleared up. Good job, Mark. If we missed you, though, if only those that we missed on that list, give us your call twice and slowly, and let's get you on the list, and we'll get going.
Whiskey 5, Whiskey Lima Hotel. Whiskey 5, Whiskey Lima Hotel.
QMM, K04,
Charlie 0, Juliet Charlie. Charlie Mobile.
Q33, Lima Alpha Victor. Kilo Charlie 3, Lima Alpha Victor. Tennessee, and we are in and out net controller.
Okay, who was the in and out station? The last in and out station?
Kilo India 4 Hotel Tango Alpha, KI4 HTA, here in Memphis, Tennessee.
Just watching the log, making sure I'm not keying with anybody. Okay, Donald, we have a great week. Thanks for stopping by. KO4QMM, Roger. KC3LAV, Mike. KC0JC, Jeff. W5WLH, Lee. I think I might have got all the rest. N3LTH, Jim. W1SS, Michael. And yes, I did call off the rest. So let's go to our mobile station first. VA3CRF. We're heading up to Canada. Vern, good morning. Question of the day is, have you ever been to a museum? Good morning, Vern.
Hey, good morning there, Jeff. Not sure what was going on. Somebody else jumped in there. Yeah, it is 70 degrees, going to be a warm one up here in Waterdown today. And a happy Victoria Day to everyone that might be from Canada. Great question. I love museums. I've loved them since a kid. The first one I visited was the Royal Ontario Museum in Toronto. I've been to many of the world's great museums. Ariel mentioned the Prado in Madrid. We actually visited on this day several years ago, and on International Museum Day, entry was free. What a bonus. In fall, we were in Paris and did all of the wonderful Paris museums. Yeah. Anyway, it's going to be a scorcher up here. I don't know about elsewhere in Canada and the States, but stay cool, everybody. Hope everyone has a good upcoming week. VA3CRF.
Alrighty, Vern, have yourself a fine week ahead and stay cool. Brian in Warren, Michigan, W8BPD.
Good morning, Jeff, Mark, the rest of the Brew Crew. Yes, I have. When I was a kid, we, as a school, almost every year went to the Detroit Art Institute. And I've been to the Detroit Science Technology Museum, but my bucket list includes the Harley Davidson Museum over in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and I'm hoping to do it this year now that I'm retired. Everybody have a great day. Back to Net Control, W8BPD.
Alrighty, Brian, yeah, on my bucket list, I want to get to the Klipsch Museum. I bought a pair of Klipsch towels for my audio system. Don't ask me what those things cost. But they're nice. I'd like to get to the Klipsch Museum. They have quite a history of speaker making. Have a good one. Phil in Valley Stream, New York, KC2 UVQ. Good morning.
Good morning, all on the Morning Brew. Been to a couple of museums here and there, but my favorite is the Intrepid Museum. It's a World War II aircraft carrier. Yeah, so that was my favorite. KC2 UVQ.
Alrighty, Phil. My system had to ID there. You have a good morning, sir, and good week ahead. Charles in Selden, New York, W2CJM. Good morning.
And the crew, the answer is yes, I have been to many museums. Everybody have a great day. Thanks for doing the net.
Charles, have a good week ahead. My name's Jeff, K0GKF, Mark on the log, KE2EDS. Let's go to K9. TBD, good morning.
Good morning, Jeff and the crew. Yes, indeed. I've been to many museums. My wife grew up in D.C., and we visited many there. The Science and Industry Museum in Chicago and all sorts of other ones, including My parents' home, the 200-year-old home that I grew up in. Over.
Yeah, homes, our homes in the United States are all getting so old, they're turning into museums themselves. Good point, Joel. Have a good morning. Gene in Homosassa, Florida, KK4 DIY. Over to you.
Good morning, Jeff, and everybody out there. The answer is yes. In fact, I grew up in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and in the 50s, the local museum had programs for kids on the weekends. And so as kids, we would hang out there on Saturdays and attend the programs and enjoyed it. So that's definite yes. KK4 DIY 73, Jeff.
Very cool, Gene. Have yourself a great week. Thanks for stopping by. Chris in Novi, KB8, PL, push the fun button.
Good morning to everyone on the net. Thanks for letting us push the fun button. Put me on record for yes. For kids who grew up not liking to read books, museums are great. And after going to the museums, we decided we wanted to read books. Everyone have a good week ahead. This is KB8 POV. Back to net.
Yeah, being more interactive keeps our interest. Chris, have a good one. Donald, how you doing? W8RCY. Donald, you still with us? W8RCY, going once, going twice. We'll put Donald in as an out for now. Let's go to N3MDC. Michael, good morning.
Well, Jeff, being that I live in Colorado, the Denver Museum was one of my favorite places. I mean, that museum was huge. All kinds of places. And Jeff, this used to be a museum, but it's not anymore. The house in Boulder where Mork and Mindy was filmed used to be a museum, but since the guy bought it, you can't go in anymore, but he will let you take pictures of it. I used to pass by that house a lot when I lived in Boulder, so there was the museum, the house where Mork and Mindy was filmed used to be a museum, but not anymore. So back to you, Jeff, N3MDC.
All righty, have yourself a fine one. I'm having trouble with my log, Mark. Let's go to KFA EGO. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Chris, KFA EGO. Yes, I grew up in the D.C. area, so we had all the national museums. But my favorite to go to as a kid and still is the National Air and Space Museum. Absolutely incredible. I'll send it back to net, KFA EGO.
Okay. Have yourself a good morning. My log had a little bit of a issue. That was on my end, I think. I condensed and lost everybody's names, but I think I got it back. Let's go to W1SS Michael in Deerfield Beach, Florida. Good morning.
Audio level is a little higher than average.
Okay.
This is W1SS.
Good morning, Mike. Log had a little bit of a issue. That was on my end, I think. I condensed and lost everybody's names, but I think I got it back. Let's go to W1SS Michael in Deerfield Beach, Florida. Good morning. Okay, we're having a heck of a time. Somebody has got parrot. I'm not talking over somebody. Somebody has got parrot going. So if you can disconnect that, or we'll find out where it's coming from. Let's go to N3LTH. Did I do? Okay, we're having a heck of a time. Somebody has got parrot. I'm not talking over somebody. Somebody has got parrot going.
So if you can disconnect that, or we'll find out where it's coming from. Let's go to...
That's the 5555 node.
.55.55.3 node. I heard you, Chris, say that Bill had to step away. I think he has control of doing all that. Let's go to W5WLH. Lee, good morning.
Good morning, Jeff, Mark, and the rest of the Brew crew. Yeah, of course. I love museums. My favorite museum today is the country of Greece. Seems like everywhere you go in Greece, it's a museum. Back to net control. 7-3s, everybody. Good morning. Whiskey 5, Whiskey Lima Hotel.
It's KA5 Golf Sierra Sierra. That's who's connected to Parrot. Good off, Jeff.
I figured somebody did. Thanks, Dick. Little emergencies, but we're on top of it. I had to expand Mark my log to get it to all fit here for some reason. Mark was having trouble with the log too, but I think we got her handled. So Mark, if I don't see you in the Zoom room, I've got a little bit of jumping around to do on my two monitors here. Let's go to Jeff. Jeff, KC0JC. How you doing this morning? The question of the day is, have you ever been to a museum?
Figure on the picture there. KC0JC, good morning, Jeff, and everyone in the Brew crew. Yeah, I sure have. I've been to several of them. Well, not several, well, not 3 or 4 of them. I guess that could be several, but, you know, many years ago, I used to be able to take a big truck over there to the bowling Corvette. Before they moved it, went over there and visited Dad at the train museum, you know, a few years back, and it's pretty neat about that. And the turkey museum over there in Walcott, Iowa, and everything. And the art museum over there in Kansas City. That's the only 4 I've been around with, Jeff. And thanks for the question. Enjoy the group, and everybody have a great day. 7-3. Back to the group. KC0JC.
All right, Jeff, have yourself a good week. My name is Jeff as well, with Mark on the log. I'm on my Quan Shang this morning as well. Mike, KC3LAV, good morning.
Yes, sir, and a fine good morning to everyone. This is Kilo Charlie 3, Lima Alpha Victor, Mike in Warwood Township, Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. A beautiful sunny morning here in Amish country. Yes, we've been to museums. I grew up in Philadelphia, and my dad had a family membership to the Franklin Institute. I used to go there to do my homework. But one of my favorite museums is the Salt and Pepper Shaker Museum in Gatlinburg, and we'll be back to net control. Thank you very much. Enjoy this beautiful.
Mike, have yourself a fine week ahead. We'll call to you the museum. You've been to quite a few yourself. Let's go to one of our team members, Roger, KO4QM. Good morning.
Good morning, Jeff, Mark, and the Brew crew. Yes, I think I've been to one museum that I remember, and that was in Panguitch Lake, Utah. And we were waiting for the wind to die down on the lake so we could go back fishing, so we went to the museum. Back to you, Jeff, Mark. Thanks for getting me in there. KO4QMM clear.
Fishing or museum? Which shall we do? Roger, have a good day. We've got quite a few that came in by the text line while we were taking that round. We have Bill, I'm just going to go with Bill, Frank, Lewis, Daryl, David, Ken, Florin, Kevin, Leo, Jim, and Dave all came in by the text line. So let's get to them right away. The question of the day comes via ALEXA. My smart speakers helped me out because it is National Museum Day. And that's the question. Have you ever been to a museum? Let's go to Bill, KE8FZY. Good morning. KE8FZY, you still with us, Bill? We'll put Bill in as an IO this morning. Go to Frank, KC2, JPQ. You're the lucky 100th check-in, Frank. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Fun. Yeah, 2 in a row. I had 100 last week, Friday, and then 100 today. Wow. I guess I got to go play the lottery. Anyhow, yes, I've been to several museums. The one I like the most is the Corning Glass Museum down in Corning, New York. And we're supposed to get up to 86 degrees today, Jeff, so going to be a hot one. And I'll say 7-3, send it back to the net, KC2JPQ.
Yeah, you were 100th last Friday, yeah. No, yeah, go play the lottery. And don't forget us little guys when you win. Frank, have a good... Lewis in Houston, Texas, KJ5AXC, good morning. KJ5AXC, going once, going twice. Lewis, you with us? I'm here, KJ5AXC. Well, Lewis, we see your keying, and we heard you say, yeah, you're out there, but you're on the fringe of wherever you're transmitting to, is what it sounds like. Have a good week. Daryl in Concord, New Hampshire, WB1DXN. What say you?
Good morning, Mark and the rest of the Brew Crew, WB1DXN. What a traffic problem this morning. I'm glad I came in on this commuter text train. I would say yes, as I've been to maybe half a dozen over my lifetime. First one I think was when I was a kid. Now I think they call it middle school. Went to San Francisco and went to a plantation and not a plantation, where they see the stars or whatever. And so that's and I think that was it. And then we're going to have a warm day, 79 degrees. And it's going to be warm the next couple of days, 4 days, something like that. Back to net control, WB1DXN.
All right, Daryl, stay cool. Yeah, we got a bunch of rain last night, so enjoying the cool down this morning. Have a good week. Let's go to David in Houston. W5DBS, over to you.
Big Texas howdy to you this morning, Jeff, and the rest of the Brew Crew. I've been fortunate to museums all over the world, but my favorite, I believe, was Bletchley Park, where I went into one room where the ham station was operating there, and all the code machines that they used to break the codes in World War II. It's an absolutely fascinating place to be in England. Enjoy what you do, guys. Thank you so much. This is David, W5DBS in Houston, Texas.
That
was pretty amazing to see, David. And good seeing you in the Zoom room. Good morning to you. Let's go to Ken. Friend of mine in Council Bluffs, Iowa. 10-minute drive from me just over the river. Lived over there for 36 years. Ken, good morning.
Well, good morning, Jeff, and everybody else on the Brew crew. Yeah, it got a little exciting around here last night, the storm and everything. Museums, been to a few. Actually, my two favorites are ones that are kind of local to us here. The Sac Museum out there at Ashland, Nebraska. And then probably, I think the first museum I ever went to, and I was with Mom and Dad as a kid, was Pioneer Village out in Minden, Nebraska. That place is cool. You know, the old airplanes hanging from the ceiling and everything else. Have a great day, Jeff, and everybody else listening. AA0UU, back to net.
All right, Ken, you have a good one. Yeah, we didn't lose power, thank goodness, but I had everything ready to go. My generator and flashlights and all that stuff. Yeah, SAC Museum, Strategic Air Command. Have a good one. Florin in Conroe, Texas, K5YNU.
Good morning, Jeff, Mark, everyone on the Morning Brew crew. Happy Monday. Yes, I've been to a couple of museums. I grew up in Europe, and I had plenty to choose, but one famous that turned into museum, it's Dracula Castle in Transylvania. If you have a chance, go see it. Back to the net control, everyone. Have a blast day. K5YNU Mobile.
All right, I'll check that out. I'll take my vampire friends with me. Have a good one, Florin. Kevin in Bowling Green, Ohio, AF8 DJQ.
Good morning, Jeff. Good morning, Mark, on the log there. Everybody on the net. Vampire Museum, that sounds pretty cool. Yeah, when we were kids in grade school, they took us to the Toledo Art Museum on a field trip, and been to the Neil Armstrong Museum in Wapakoneta, Ohio. It's interesting. So yes, have a good day. Stay cool. KF8 DJQ.
All righty. Kevin, have yourself a great morning. Good talking to you. K4ITA Leo, over to you.
Good morning. Good morning, Jeff. Good morning, Mark. Good morning from the beautiful Fort Lauderdale. It's already 84 degrees this morning, beautiful day. And yes, absolutely, I love Washington, D.C. as a city and a lot of beautiful museum. I love the news museum there. Everybody a great day. Week. This is K4ITA.
Definitely a lot of history out there. Leo, have a good morning. Jim in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, NW4Q, over to you.
Good morning, Jeff. Been privileged to see a lot of museums and a lot of different places. You're
All righty. Have yourself a good one, Jim. Got a beep towards the end of your transmission. You said something about me, but that's all right. I think we'll just keep on moving. Jim, have a good morning. Hey, Dave, WB8ODF. How you doing this morning?
Good morning, Jeff and Bill and Mark and everyone else on the Morning Brew. I am freshly home from Hamvention. Had a great time. It rained a little bit, but still had a great time. I saw Paul, KB0OP, and I met Bill face-to-face for the first time into BH. And there's a picture of us on the East Coast Reflector website. There's a couple of nice pics. You put me down for a yes way back in my elementary school days where your parents had to sign a slip for you to go on the field trip. But yes, thanks a lot for doing the net, Jeff, and just woke up from getting home. Well, I got home yesterday, but we didn't go Sunday. All right, I will let you go. It's getting close to the top of the hour. This is Dave, WB8ODF.
All righty, Dave. Glad you had a good time. Yeah, I was talking to Bill about it this morning, and before we got started on the net, sounded like everybody had a good time. We had Dan, Carlos, and Doug come in by the text line. It's 40 minutes past the hour. Let's get some radio check-ins to add to those three. Right now, twice as slowly as you can for Mark.
November Whiskey 3 Whiskey 1 Sierra Charlie Whiskey Whiskey 1 Sierra Charlie Whiskey Mobile calling.
Whiskey 2, Sierra Alpha Lima, Whiskey 2, Sierra Alpha Lima, good morning.
Checking in.
Delta Romeo, Kevin in hometown, Illinois. R4 Mike
and 2 FYA, November 2 Fox Yankee America, John in Mystic, Connecticut. Good morning.
KD2IWN, KD2IWN.
KJ5PLN, KJ5PLN.
Whiskey 0 Quebec Golf, Whiskey 0 Quebec Golf, in and out. Put me down for a yes.
K2AP, K2AP.
Okay, let's go with this here. K2AP Joe. W0QG. Devin, you were an IO, and we got you down for a good one. We had a station with a KJ5PLM, something like that. KJ5PLM, correct that call for us, would you?
KJ5PLN, November.
All right. I think it looks like a new station. Sean, maybe. KJ5PLN. Thanks for correcting it. Moving up the list. KD2IWN, Tim. N2FYA, John. W2SAL, Sal. KK4VTT, Bruce. K4GDS, Gil. WA8CLA, Doug. Carlos again, and Dan, who I called off earlier. Let's go to the top of the list to Dan, one of our team members. Good morning, W2PUT. What about them museums, Dan?
Well, good morning. I have been to many museums over the years. Enjoy them quite a bit. Couldn't even begin to list them. Beautiful morning here in Michigan. Away for a little while. And had a great time at Hamvention. I saw several people from the Reflector there, but they were heading the opposite direction, and I was unable to get turned around and catch up with them. So hello to all the people there that I saw that you didn't know that I saw you. W2PUT, back to you.
All right, Dan. Have a good morning, sir. Carlos, heading down to Hollywood. N1 CBN. Good morning.
Good morning, Jeff, Mark, everybody always present here in the ECR. Happy Monday to all. It's a temperamental day down here in the Fort Lauderdale area. Clouds here, little patches over there, some showers over there, and 81 degrees. We'll see what the day, how the day develops later on. For me, it's a yes. I try to go to museums every time I can. I have the chance that when I'm flying around, I've been through a bunch, especially aviation. And 1CBM, back to you, Jeff.
Alrighty, Carlos, have yourself a good one down there. Doug, staying in Florida in Homosassa, WA8CLG.
This is WA8CLG. Good morning, everybody. And yes, I've been to many museums. The one museum that always sticks in my mind I would have loved to gotten back to was the Louvre in Paris. But so be it. Everybody have a good day. Back to you, Jeff.
Yeah, the Louvre, that would be a cool one to see. Doug, have a good morning. Gil, in Orlando, we're staying in Florida. K4 GDS, over to you.
Kilo Bravo Yankee.
Good morning. Gil, K4GS Orlando, and yes, I have. I think my favorite is certainly the Smithsonian Air and Space Museum, but I'll take any of them. K4GDS, back to that.
Kilo Bravo Yankee.
At station in Australia, we're not taking check-ins quite yet. We're still in the net, so hang tight. I take another round here. It's 46 minutes past the hour. KK4, BTT. Bruce, good morning.
Good morning to one, good morning to all. Have a great, beautiful day out there. The answer is yes. When I was in school, that was about 40 years ago. Hey, you guys out there have a great day. Thanks for letting me have some fun. Kilo 4, Victor Tango, Kissimmee, Florida. Thank you, sir.
Alrighty, Bruce, you have a good morning. That's 4 Florida stations in a row. And just popped into the Zoom room. Good morning, Sal, one of our team members, W2SAL. Over to you.
Morning, Jeff, Mark, Bill, whoever else is in there. Put me down for a quick yes. And Jeff, I was glad to hear that you didn't get hit with that storm. And good to see your pretty face in the Zoom room. W2SAL, back to net control.
Alrighty, Sal. Yeah, it came right over them. We got hit with the storm and the wind and the rain, but no tornadoes, at least where I'm at, which is good. Have a good morning, Sal. John in Mystic, Connecticut, N2FYA. Good morning.
The group, yeah, we've been to many museums over our life. My first being the Museum of Natural History in New York City, but I like going to those aviation museums. And the one that I haven't been to yet is called the Vintage Radio and Communications Museum up in Windsor, Connecticut. They have a satellite station up there that they operate, and as a satellite operator, I've worked them many times and keep promising to get up there before the end of the summer. So that's on my bucket list. We'll turn it back to net control, and thank you all for listening. Have a great day out there. Take care.
And John, you take care as well. Have a great week. Tim, KD2IWN, good morning.
Good morning, Jeff and Mark, everybody on the Brew Crew this morning. Yeah, I've been to a bunch in my lifetime as well. The Corning Glass Museum in New York was mentioned, but that is one of my favorites. I went to the Toronto Science Museum a couple of times. and the Smithsonian as well. All good museums. I do want to get to there's an antique radio museum, antique radio and a museum not too far from me up in Batavia, on the other side of Batavia. I want to get to that soon. It's a nice little road trip with my radio club. We're trying to plan that. So everybody have a great day. Yep, a warm one here in Western New York. Hopefully going to get my yard mowed before Game 7 with the Sabres tonight. Can't wait. 73, KD2, IWN.
Alrighty, Tim, have yourself a fine week. Looks like a new station, EJ5, PLN. Good morning.
Good morning. I've got a really good museum story. At the Houston Museum of Natural Science, back in 2010, we hosted a WordPress conference at that museum called the Word Camp, and I was a volunteer there. It was a heck of an experience, probably the weirdest place that we've ever had one of those, but I have a soft spot for that museum, as well as the Museum of Fine Arts I volunteer currently.
Alrighty, Sean, have yourself a fine one. Looks like a new station, no email. If you get your email updated on QRZ, we'll get you a welcome letter. And thanks for stopping by. And more often, check us out at eastcoastreflector.com. Let's move to Joe, K2AP. How you doing, Joe?
Good morning, Jeff. Good morning, Mark, and everybody on the Brew Crew. Yes, I've gone to a lot of museums. Just the three that stand out more than any, though, is the American Air Power Museum here on Long Island, and in Florida, MASI, the Museum of Science and Industry, and in Boston, the Boston Science Museum. Those are three of my favorites, but I love going to museums. 71 degrees and ice slips today. It looks like a nice day. Great day, everyone. K2AP, back to...
Alrighty, Joe. Have a fine week ahead. Donnie in Florida, Jacksonville Beach, KCTB.
Good morning, Jeff, Mark, and everybody on the net. KM4CTB, Donnie in Jacksonville Beach, Florida. Beautiful sunny morning, 76 degrees with a nice ocean breeze. No chance of rain today and going up to the high 80s. Absolutely love the museums. I think the most notable one we went to, of course, was the Smithsonian. But thanks for doing the net. Have a great week, Jeff. KM4CTB, back to net.
Another legendary museum. Donnie, have a good week. Chris in Beaumont, Texas, WB5ITT.
Good morning, sir. The rest of the Morning Brew from WB5ITT. I was listening earlier, and I guess the memory pill wore off. You have to remind me about the question.
Comes from my smart speaker, ALEXA, with her help. Have you ever been to a museum?
Oh, yeah. Been to several. One time, I was probably 11 or 12, somewhere around there. We were having a family reunion in the New Orleans area, and there was this big museum downtown that we all wanted to go in, but they wanted to charge, per head. And my cousin, sly woman that she was, she decided, hey, they allow classes in for free. So she walked up to the counter and said she was a teacher with a class that wanted to walk through. And they went, yeah, okay, go ahead. So we all got in for free and enjoyed the heck out of it. Had a large model train set up and got to see a lot of the history of New Orleans, Louisiana, where my dad's family's from, etc. And her mom, who was my dad's sister. So, and I've been in several since. Hope everybody's having a good Monday. WB5ITT, back to net.
All right, Chris, sounds like good fun. We'll talk to you next time. Wrapping up this list, and we'll be ready for another quick round of check-ins. Let's go to Chuck in Lancaster, New York. 2 EM, good morning.
Morning, Jeff, and the rest of the crew. Yeah, I've been to many museums. They're all fantastic. Smithsonian, there's about 18 or 19 or whatever buildings, different museums down there. We've been to most of them. Another fantastic one is the Air Force Museum in Dayton. That's free. So is the one in Pensacola Naval Base. That is unbelievable. They have a huge place there. If you're ever near those places, it'd be worthwhile to go. It's amazing. But yeah, a lot of and I did that museum up near me, that Antique Radio Museum. It's only half an hour from me up here. Never been there. I got to hit it one of these days. Back to net. Everybody have a great day. W2EM.
Very cool. Have yourself a great week ahead. It's 5 minutes to the top of the hour, so it's speed round. Let's just take check-ins, and we'll take some yes and no answers when I get to your call. Twice and slowly, please. Let's get a handful, maybe a few more. Bring them on.
Whiskey 1, Sierra Charlie Whiskey. Whiskey 1, Sierra Charlie Whiskey, mobile. Okay, 6 Kilo Bravo Yankee.
November with H3 United and 2 H3.
KI5 GZO mobile. KO4.
Kilo Delta 9. Zulu Delta Romeo. Kilo Delta 9. Zulu Delta Romeo. Kevin in Chicago.
W4 DPX.
Number 4 Kilo Hotel Zulu. 4 kilohertz. I'll be in and out.
Kilo Juliet 5, Delta X-Ray Bravo in and out. Kilo Juliet 5, Delta X-Ray Bravo in and out. Good morning.
Okay, looks like I've got the reflector. I'm going to grab it here. N4KHZ, John, you are an IO. Have yourself a good week. KJ5DXB, Frank, you are an IO. Have a good day. W4PPX, Don. KD9ZDR, Kevin. We had a station with a KR5 question mark. KR5, clear that up for us real fast.
N2EHG, Mobile, N2EHG.
MEY, Kilo Delta 8, Mike Victor Yankee, Grand Rapids.
Okay, 6 Kilo Bravo Yankee.
Okay, I'm going to grab it. That Australia station, we got you in there. VK6KBY. N2EHG, Miles, thanks for the correction. Sounds like you're mobile. W1SCW, Sean, at the top of the list. Let's go to you. You're mobile as well. Question of the day is, have you ever been to a museum? It's speed round, so all we need is a yes or no. No explanations, yes or no. Sean, good morning.
Good morning, everyone on the brew. I tried checking in on the last round, but I guess I wasn't heard, but it's all good. Answer's yes. Yes. Have a great day. Thanks for everything you do. 73.
All righty, Sean, have yourself a good one. Dudley in Australia, all we need is a yes or no, because it's speed round at the top of the hour. Have you ever been to a museum? Dudley, good morning. VK6K8BY.
Thank you, sir. Very much. I appreciate it. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to all there. Yes, and New York, the Simonian in New York. Cure yourself.
QSL, Dudley, we got it. Have a good one. N2 EHG Miles in Boca Raton. You ever been to a museum? Yes or no?
This is N2 EHG. Been to the museum. N2 EHG.
Alrighty, sounds good, Miles. Put her safely out there. I just saw you were mobile. Kevin in Hometown, Illinois, KD9ZDR, yes or no?
Yes.
Sounds good, Kevin. Appreciate the quick answer. We're in speed round to get her done here. Don, W4PPX in Hollywood, good morning.
Morning, Night Control. Everybody on the Brew Crew this morning. Put me down for a no.
Wow. The only one no of the whole net is you, Don, and you're the last check-in of the net. Amazing. We had one no and everyone else was a yes. It was a great net. It's National Museum Day. It's kind of where I got the question from. So visit your museums today. It's National Museum Day. 130 check-ins on the nose this morning. Everybody have a great week ahead. On behalf of Bill and 2BH, Mark on the log, KE2EDS. I am Jeff, KE0GKF. Everybody have a great week ahead. 7-3, everybody.